Hey, dead random, live on the top of the ridge, about 600 feet on the top of Santa Clara River down there. Where the heck is Steve? I always got to watch for Steve. Hey, Steve. Steve looking for rabbits on the safe side. Thought I'd do a live that a little bit more interesting instead of sitting in a studio. By the way, I'll be in the studio in a couple of hours. We'll be on UK histories and aerial views, or aerial views and histories UK. There we go. And I'll be wearing my tinfoil hat in just a little bit. So will Steve. Steve's got his own little tinfoil hat. But we decided to take a walk before we got to go on. Make use of this great day. We're supposed to hit the 60s this week. So it's not 60s today, but when you're outside and you've been outside of, you've been 20 degrees, or for some of you guys, what's it, zero is 32. So if it's below zero, you're what, -17, -10, somewhere around that. But we are probably 45, pushing 50-ish right now. A little bit cold, but I'm in shorts. Check that out. That's how you know it's nice when you take your walking shorts. I haven't worn shorts on a walk in just about forever. Let's see, I can't. Let me see the chat on there. See if I put the chat stream on. Let's see. Top chat. Live chat. Hold on there. Get down there. It's not going to be that long anyway. There we go. There's a chat popped up. Should be able to see it. Check that out. Check that view out. About yeah, it's about 600 feet to the bottom of the riverbed down there. Nothing's green, but check that snow out. That's just not that's not normal for here. I mean, I'm above the snow right now, which is very unusual. Usually the snow, you see where the tops of the peaks of the mountain over there? Those things are usually, there's usually no snow on those this time of year. So we're going to have ourselves quite a runoff. I'm hoping that there's a place over here that actually where the reservoir is, where I fly, that has a falls. So if we get enough water, that thing will be running. As the water comes out of the mountains, it'll fill up that reservoir to maximum, and then it'll come over the top of the outside edge, and it'll make a beautiful falls. So I'm excited for that. I'm hoping that happens. But what's up, Steve? Steve, what are you doing? Steve. Steve's probably thirsty. Steve, that's what happens when you run yourself ragged. I'd be worried if we weren't going to be out for just a few minutes. Let me see if I can read that chat there. Yeah, I can't read it. I have to have I'd have to have spectacles on. But yeah, so aerial views and histories UK going to be on there on the conspiracy stream. Excited for that tonight. Said we got our tinfoil hats ready to go. So it'd be kind of nice. I hope we have our times right, because in the UK he said half of 3. So my guess is half of 3 means 3:30, because I'm not anywhere close to my car. So if it was half of 2, I'm gonna barely make it home. It's okay. I think we'll make it. Check that out. That is quite the view. Right down there. Pretty amazing. Here you go. We'll look down. Look. Get you some depth. But about 600 feet from where I'm standing here. So if I fly my drone out, bam, I'm like way high. So you go from 15 feet to 615 feet, like that. The river down there is, I can hear it. So there's plenty of water coming off the mountains already. Hey, Steve's there. He is. He's in the rabbit area, which is that away. It's a safe area. He stays inside of me, which is good. But yeah, Dad ran them live stream out on the top of the we call Anasazi Ridge. But down below is the Santa Clara River runs by, and pretty amazing. Like I said, a place where you can in America where you can live stream on a hike. It's such a really cool place. We get the edge of the cliff right here. Get some good depth right there. But yep, so Sunday walk. Like I said, we haven't had really good weather until just recently. So we've been very fortunate to I think turn the corner. I think we're going to be probably hitting probably 50s and 60s for high. Occasionally we'll get down to 40, but I think we're over the hump. We're well into February. I mean, we're usually getting a warmer day than that. So it's really unusual. Hey, how you doing? I said, let's see if I can see that chat there. Yeah, I hope you can see I hope you guys have a chance to see where I'm at, um, because it is a really beautiful view, and it's not as wild as you think it would be. As far as my location, there's a really good view that direction. Got some good sun coming from that way, so I'm trying not to mess the camera up that much. Remember, this is a front-facing camera. I probably could go. Let me see if I can flip the camera around. There we go. There, good camera. Bam. So that gives you an idea. I should be using the good camera. There we go. Like I said, right down below there, that river is really running. Like I said, it's running enough. I know you probably can't hear me. It's running enough that you can really hear it. And when you can hear moving water, you know that it's higher than normal. It's definitely. I can see where the floodplain is down there. If you look down below and you see the lighter areas right there, that's the floodplain, and that will fill up. You see the edge. See the edge of that? That will be literally filled. And you see right down there, there's a cut bank right there. That cut bank right in there. That thing will just tear that area apart. You can see where the trees are right on the edge of that cut bank, but it's really deep, and it will be running this year for sure. There will be no ifs, ands, or buts about that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and flip that camera around. It sounds better from this side. I made that mistake the last time I did a live stream. So here's behind me, and you can tell that the area behind me is pretty cool too. So hey, Steve, there he is. Steve's just a little bit away. Come on, Steven, come. He's tired. So now that he's tired, he'll stay way close and he won't run as much. I got to get him home because he is going to be thirsty. Right, Steve? There's still some snow around. Check this out. Guys, remember, if you know where I live in the desert, I don't live in a place where there should be all this snow. So stuff like this is just uncommon. So that's the remains of the remainder snow, the remains of the snow that we got the other day. We got about 4 inches. Hey, how you doing? Okay, like I said, I can't see each of your chats coming through, but it's okay. I'll check through it, check through the stream. It's been a while. I've got a really good stream today from where I'm located. I am probably about a mile away from my car. Um, and one of the cool things about this area is I can actually see way down. If I go way down this way, down below there, there's a conveniently located cellular tower. So if you want to fly your drone out here, it's like the perfect drone spot. I call it Area 51, but um, it's definitely set up nice for droning. We're on our return hike. Steve, hopefully he's seen a couple of rabbits. He disappeared for when he disappears for, I'd say like 1 or 2 minutes, 3 minutes. He's usually chasing something, and then usually by the length of his tongue hanging out of his mouth, that tells me how much he's been running. So, but yeah, we're gonna go down into the wash. Uh, the wash is a really nice place to walk because like I said, I love the rocks when they're cleaned off. And it's all fresh when you walk through the lower end of the wash. So we've also got to cross a fence line. Now this is all Bureau of Land Management land. Some of it's private. Most of it's not being used for anything other than just hiking trails. I usually drop down into the low wash here. It keeps my dog kind of funneled in. He stays down in the lower ends because he's too lazy to walk up through the top. Here, see, check that. See, this is what you usually see in my videos. I did a video today, by the way. I think it turned out great. I'll be posting that here pretty soon. I thought that testing video. If you're excited to see a dead random drone test, I got another one coming up. The last test that I did of this specific product was super, super, super well received. So I went and did a second test, which I think turned out um, exceptionally well, and I learned a ton from it. So usually the tests, there's really not a lot of knowledge gain. This one, there is an absolute winner for what the test does. So I'm excited to get that up. I'll have that up this week, probably maybe Wednesday, Thursday. So I do a nice job on the edit. So, but yeah, check these rocks out. These are all rocks from that same formation, but these are all weathered out. Look at those pockets, all rounded up, all those pockets that are rounded off in there. Pretty amazing stuff. There's some really cool stuff. One of the places I haven't been to yet, of course, there's volcanoes around here. There's small cinder cone volcanoes that you can hike into. And then there's actually some big versions of that, those little holes called the vortex. I can't fly a drone over there because I just closed off the park to drones, which is pretty sad. It's just like this area here. There's like nothing you can bother, and there's nobody for miles. But they decided to put a no drone bubble over it. So I won't be testing that out. But I will do a hike there and video it from the ground. What's up, Steve? Let's say hi to Steve. Come on, Steve. Steve is tired. Come on, Steve. Come. Oh man, he is thirsty. Yeah, we're on our way back. So, right. Yep. Steve is tired and thirsty. So we're gonna get ourselves back. We'll probably go off the stream, but pretty cool, huh? Not the normal stream you're used to. Hopefully, we'll get a couple of people in checking it out. guys, there's some really interesting streams out there, but not a lot of what I would consider to be good walkabouts. So, but anyways, check out that test I'm going to put up on probably Wednesday or Thursday. I usually like to put up the drone or the video on Wednesday. Then I do some tweaking to it, and then I put it out. If it's ready to go, I'll just leave it up Wednesday night. If it's not quite ready, I wait till Thursday morning to put it up. But it usually takes me about 3 days. One day to organize the video and the audio because everything's separate. In this specific video, I have 3 separate video sources. I've got a GoPro, I've got a drone video, and I also have screen capture from the cell phone. So all 3 of those have to be synced up. So if you ever seen some of my videos from a while back, I'm going to sync up 3 so you'll get a good perspective of the test that I'm doing. So it's going to be another test, just to give you a little bit of a sneak preview. It's going to be a prop test. Now, this specific prop test is very, very, very informational. I mean, you will definitely learn something from the test that I'm going to put up. So I was very surprised. I looked at just a few seconds of the test film, and there is a very definite difference in the performance of these 2 props. There's not even a question. So if you're in for speed, there's definitely some evidence as to performance. So we're going to check that out. So that's going to be Wednesday and Wednesday night or Thursday morning. I'm going to post that up. So all right, here we go. We are now to the now this is the BLM fence here, and I got to jump over this thing. So it's not too bad. Oh, this is pretty wimpy. I mean, I can step over that. There's nothing special about this one. If I had the 360 camera, way more fun, huh? But yeah, we're just gonna hike down. If you look down below here, there is like I said, a riverbed. That riverbed goes right to my truck. I just follow it right up. It's just nicer than walking through the ground right now is very soft. It's not muddy because there's so many small pebbles. So check this out. It's almost like the surface of Mars. Check it out. A lot of people will compare the surface of some of the southwestern ground to Mars. So you get a lot of this sandstone, and you see how it's broken up into tiny pebbles. So, there's people way over there, and Steve is probably gonna find them. So I better close up shop here as I go down the hill. So all right, anyway, hey, thanks for popping in. Not your normal or average live stream. Nobody's sitting down there with the garage in their background. Check this out. This is my garage right here. This is the way we should be live streaming right here. Okay. Yeah, on location. Okay. Showing off the place that we're from. This is, if you've never been from this area, this is southern Utah. And this is a super popular place for people to visit. And there is tons of stuff to see here. We're getting into the best time. We're getting to spring, and hiking is going to be glorious because there's going to be water running everywhere, and there's going to be the cooler temperatures. Because in the middle of summer, it will. Last year, for example, it was 100 and probably 100 and mid 100s, 110 every day. It was a really hot summer, and we followed that summer up with probably one of the coldest winters I've seen in a long time since I've been in Utah. Back east, it was the coldest they had there, and some of you guys are facing that right now. But the winter that I left the Midwest, it was similar to the temperatures that they're getting right now. So, but all right, I'm gonna go ahead and close up the live stream. Steve and I'm gonna go ahead and take care of him. We're gonna finish our hike down the riverbed. Hopefully, if you pop into the stream, and you get a chance to see it from the beginning, go ahead and check out some of the video from the top of the ridge. I gave you a really good look at the top of that ridge. I'll be sending my drone up here soon. I want to make sure my videos right now are specific to a specific theme and things like that. But I'm going to do definitely some more fun drone flights. Just plain old when stuff starts to green up. Everything's pretty drab. It's so there's not a lot of color. So except with the exception of the mountains behind me, I mean, you get the red. But if you mix some green with that, it gets pretty spectacular. So all right. So hey, for Dad Random live streaming, check them out tonight on Aerial Views and Histories UK, and we're going to be wearing our tinfoil hats tonight. Yes, I've got it ready to go. Steve and I are ready for tinfoil hat time, and we are going to talk a little bit of conspiracy and enjoy our Sunday afternoon with some folks from the UK, and of course Centroid from Centroid Aerial Views from New York, and Craig's is going to be on, and he's of course a friend of Steve, and I think there's actually a fourth. There's going to be a fourth panelist that's going to be on, I believe. So check that out tonight. It'll be fun. It's puppy night, so we'll all have our dogs with foil hats for at least a small amount of time, because let me tell you something, you ain't gonna be able to keep a foil hat on my dog. Not maybe for one picture, and that's about what you're gonna get. Before Steve takes that foil hat and tries to eat it. So, oh, there's a rabbit. Oh crap! Steve just saw another rabbit. Oh boy, he's got to be running out of energy by now. Holy crap! He just keeps chasing them things. But once again, Aerial Views and Histories UK tonight. I believe that starts at for me it's 3:30, or no 3. It'll be 4 o'clock. 3:30 will be when we set up. So about 4. If you tune in 4, just check, put your notifications on, and it'll let you know. But yeah, I'm down into the riverbed now. There we go. Check that out. Here, let me put my other camera on really quick so you can see what it looks like up the. There it is. That's the bed right there. And I'm walking down, and I'm walking this way, that direction. So pretty cool stuff. So, all right. So check it out tonight, and you guys all have an awesome day. Dad Random, man, where he's used to being in the wild, man. This is what I'm about, not sitting in a studio. Okay, so I'm excited for summer to come because I'll be back out on all kinds of locations. I'll be traveling this spring, going out of the country. It'll be really cool. So I'll be building some videos from some of my travels outside of the United States. It would be cool traveling to Poland and to Amsterdam. So can you imagine Dad Random, red light special, Dad Random, walking through the homeland of Poland. Okay. So anyway, be kind of cool. And we are out of here. Thank you guys that hung around a little bit watching this stream. Nothing like a little bit of a real walkabout. We need to get Ice Bike to go and do a walkabout, because that's what the Aussies. He's in Western Australia. It's just flat. That's what we want to see. Some people have never seen flat before. Okay, it's kind of like red rocks. Some people are used to seeing gray rocks all the time. So it's what you're used to. But all right, so hey, once again, appreciate you guys that hung out. Hey, all 2 of you guys, I can still see you guys in there. Appreciate that. Hopefully you leave some comments for me. Once again, I take these walks for me, but if you enjoy it with me, it's just another awesome thing. So once again, take it easy. Hope this stream turned out awesome for you. And of course, if you have any comments, if you have any interest in the area and you want to ask some questions, please do that later.